You want to make $10 billion disappear into your pockets? Well, you can. All you need is a catchy acronym like BXT, the Billionaire Exchange Trick, and a few decent sport marketing deals, nothing too fancy, like a 19-year, $135 million contract with the Miami Heat, and a logo patch on every umpire's uniform in the Major League Baseball. But that's not all. You'll also need some esports giants like TSM and some huge game developers like Riot Games. After all, you're a noted League of Legends enthusiast. And let's not forget, trust is everything in this game. So, make sure to snag some famous athletes to vouch for you, like Tom Brady, Trevor Lawrence, Steph Curry, Naomi Osaka, and Shohei Ohtani. Now it's time to ask one of the biggest YouTube influencers to record a video with you. Let's put on your best t-shirt, cargo shorts, and sneakers to maintain that schlubby mystique of the billionaire tech genius. Not for you is the physical cage of a suit and tie. You need to make sure to give the video a catchy title. So how about The Most Generous Billionaire? Yes, this will work. Record it. But before you can really get the ball rolling, you'll need the big players to trust you. You need the smart money. The market mavens, banks, funds, and all sorts of institutional investors. But how can a company that's only been around for 3 years gain such trust? Well, you are not only the underdressed crypto genius, as they call you, you are also a marketing genius. So, you know exactly how to fool them. And that's where FOMO comes in. Fear of missing out. The thing that investors are most terrified of. You've seen similar scenarios happen before, such as the dot-com bubble and other tech implosions. By playing on their fears, you'll have them skipping the due diligence and pouring their money into your pocket. And you are up to the final part. It's time to turn that trust and attention into monopoly money. All you have to do is blend it all together to get this.
Cryptocurrency crash that has traditional markets on edge.
FTX shocked investors by declaring bankruptcy.
Part of the FTX Alameda puzzle may be falling into place. New reporting from CNBC.com.
The collapse of FTX has sent shockwaves across the cryptocurrency industry.
Shares crypto values have been falling in reaction to the bankruptcy at popular crypto exchange FTX.
So, what is this all about? This is the same thing that helped Madoff create the largest Ponzi scheme in history. And the same thing that happened in Nazi Germany, where the manipulation of facts and emotions led to disastrous consequences.
Ein Sowjetscheichen soll vor sich hertragen und wir werden in unserem Zeichen wieder siegen.
You can fool anyone, from the average Joe to the largest institutional investors, if you know how to tell your story the right way to the right people at the right time. This is a story that's about telling the story. Don't believe us? Watch the video and find out for yourself. But be warned, you might be fooled too. Before we begin, let's clarify the purpose of our brand new channel. Our goal is to give you a behind-the-scenes look at the tricks and tactics used by the biggest companies and brands in a way that's both entertaining and educational. We want to make learning about marketing as fun as watching your favorite Netflix show. At the same time, we need to stress that our goal is to remain objective and unbiased in our analysis. We will be focusing solely on the facts and strategies used and leave it up to you to decide how to apply this information ethically and responsibly. Remember, it's always a choice between the light and dark side of marketing. The good way is to help people, while the bad way is just to scam them to maximize your profits. With that being said, let's dive into the first critical aspect of this story. The message. To really kick off your marketing efforts, you need a strong message.
Like I was saying, it's FTX. It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
This message will become the cornerstone for your story. Crafting that message involves playing on people's emotions.
Trade? Are you sure?
Not a trade. I'm trading crypto. FTX is the safest and easiest way to buy and sell crypto. It's the best way to get in the game.
You should also figure out the obstacles that potential investors may have against investing in cryptocurrency.
Oh, I'm not an expert, and I don't need to be. With FTX, I have everything I need to buy, sell, and trade crypto safely.
For example, many people are aware that the crypto market is unregulated and that there have been plenty of scams. As a marketing expert, you're familiar with the concept of loss aversion. To put it simply, people would rather not lose $100 than find $100. So you need to assure them that their investing with your company is safe. Moreover, so far, everyone has been associating cryptocurrency with nerdy teenagers who are great at using that thing called the internet. Therefore, if we want to achieve the mass adoption, it also must be easy to use for everyone. Now, we're almost finished crafting our message, but there's one final key factor left: your ace in the hole. A self-invented psychological torture that causes anxiety and mental illness. Fear of missing out. FOMO. Remember when I said it's all about telling your story to the right people at the right time? Well, the timing is perfect. Despite its flaws, cryptocurrency has become the talk of the town. People are seeing teenagers driving their Lamborghinis, flying private jets, and becoming millionaires overnight. They're beginning to feel like they're either missing out on something important or not privy to inside information. But guess what? You have got the cure, the fastest, easiest, and safest way to get into crypto. That's the message, and it's messaging at its finest. Some may question whether it's true or not, but don't worry, because if you tell a lie big enough and keep repeating it, people will eventually come to believe it. Are you worried that it may not be effective? This statement has been circulating on the internet without any credible sources, attributing it to Joseph Goebbels, Nazi propaganda chief. It has been repeated in numerous books, articles, and on various websites, yet none of them have cited a primary source. Do you see the irony here? This serves to prove the point of the statement itself. So don't worry, you will be fine. Let's move on to the next section, the messengers. Okay, so you've crafted your winning message. Now, you need messengers that will spread your message to the masses so that no one can ever doubt that trading with the billionaire exchange trick isn't the fastest, easiest, and safest way available on the market. But to really drive this message home, we've brought in a special guest. Please welcome Bane. Hi, Bane.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Why we need messengers and how to get them.
Of course, my friend. To establish credibility, we must emulate the master manipulator himself, Bernie Madoff. As we watch the big names endorse our brand, the question will linger in the minds of the masses. How do we convince such esteemed individuals to support us? The answer is simple, my friend. We offer them something more valuable than money. We offer them the illusion of being a part of something bigger, of not missing out on the next big wave. Very few are immune to the fear of missing out. And that, my friend, is the key to fooling not only the masses, but also the shrewdest of investors, the so-called smart money.
So it was not only about the money.
Oh, no, no, no. It is about power, about control. And with the right message, the right marketing strategy, you can manipulate even the most intelligent of minds, the most powerful of investors, the most celebrated of influencers. But you must not be content with simply fooling them. You must take it a step further. You must give them what they desire most, what they fear to lose. You must give them the fear of missing out. Once they are in, once they are hooked, you must be the one to provide them with the solution, the cure. You must be the one to offer them the fastest, easiest, and safest way in, to join the game. And then you will have them, all of them, under your control. You are the master of the message, the puppet master of the masses, and I, Bane, stand in awe of your brilliance.
It's time to bring out the big guns. Remember, we need to tell the story to the right people at the right time. So, to fully harness the power of FOMO, we need to be at the Oscars of red carpet commercials. Yes, we need the Super Bowl ad. Instant mass manipulation. It may not be cheap, with costs around $6.5 million for a 30-second slot, but think of the potential return on investment. let's take some inspiration from FTX's Super Bowl ad commercial. Don't miss out. In the ad, Larry David portrays himself as a skeptical and cantankerous character who travels through time, scoffing at historical inventions such as the wheel, forks, toilets, light bulbs, and portable music players.
One of the worst ideas I've ever heard.
Brother David, behold, the fork. I got 10 forks right here, baby!
Wow, this commercial was without a doubt one of the best. But what's most important, as we already know, is it is aged like fine wine. So now, let me ask you this. You in? Now, the role of influencers in the FTX scandal is well known to the public.
You know what? I'm in.
We've all seen videos of them apologizing, and some have even claimed they'll never do sponsored videos again. But let's be honest, in terms of financial losses, influencers and big players will come out unscathed in the FTX scandal. For example, as pointed out by CNBC commentator Joe Kernan, despite claiming to have lost money, Kevin O'Leary was actually paid $15 million to be a spokesperson for the exchange. So, while we've seen many talking heads discussing the scandal, what's not being talked about enough are the real victims of this tragedy, the people who lost their life savings. This should never have happened. But as we reflect on this tragedy, it's important to remember that users also share some blame for placing trust in FTX. As harsh as that statement may sound, it's a point that was also made by Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, also known as CZ. During an Ask Me Anything AMA session on Twitter Spaces on November 14th, he stated, "As a user, you also have responsibility. You can't just blame all of the responsibility to other people. When bad things happen, if you blame all of the responsibility, if it's always the other people, you will never be successful. You are also always looking at the most responsible person to yourself, which is yourself." By harnessing the art of storytelling and utilizing psychological manipulation techniques, fraudsters and deceitful actors throughout history have preyed on unsuspecting individuals. We want to stress that our goal is to remain objective and unbiased in our analysis, and we want to leave it up to you to decide how to apply this information ethically and responsibly. As consumers, it is important to be aware of the manipulation techniques that companies may use and to think critically about the messages being presented to us. Remember, there's always a choice between the light and dark side of marketing. But don't be discouraged. The power is in your hands. By being informed and aware, you can make the right choices and support companies that align with your values. Thanks for tuning in, folks. If you are feeling like a marketing mastermind, hit the subscribe button because every week we're dropping new, mind-blowing tactics that will help you stay ahead of the game. Now, if you're ready to take it to the next level and build a $1 million brand, check out our video on the Wednesday marketing campaign, where we reveal the secrets behind how they went viral.